Welcome, and welcome back to all that the wind has brought here, to another episode of Roots of Pacha, where we're going to take a bit of a step back, take a look around, and explore what we have accomplished in our first 100 days of this Let's Play. I know, it's not episode 100, but it is 100 days today on the 16th of winter. As we did have a few extended episodes. We did have 4 double day episodes. So believe it or not, we are indeed on day 100. So we'll do some basics around the farm. We are going to take care of our animals. We are going to deal with the fish that we caught yesterday. And just some of those basic little bits and pieces. But for the most part, we're going to take a look at how far we have come in our quests, how our farm looks. We'll give a tour of the farm, and things like that. We are also going to take a look at the animals, because I'm going to be really honest with you guys. While for you, it's been a couple of hours, for me, it's been a bit longer than that. I did spend a bit of time kind of mulling over where I would like to go from here. And there is a poll up on the channel as well to get your guys' opinion on that, as to whether or not you would like to watch this series continue with the same enthusiasm that we've had. Our guanaco appears to have fleas. With the same enthusiasm we've had thus far, or if you would like me to get finished with the main quest line and then we'll kind of move on to playing some other games, or at least slow this series down. So those options are on the channel. Either we keep going of this game until we complete everything we want to complete, or we kind of get to a point where we're good enough and we move on from there. So your guys' opinions on that I do find quite important, just as something to keep in mind. And then we will be graceful enough to make our poor guanaco some flea remover. But then we'll go ahead and we'll move on to looking around the farm some more. So, flea repellent and oil should be what I need. Yeah, any 2 flea repellent medicine pieces and some oil. So, there we go, some citronella. So we'll grab that. And we don't have anything in here that really is an oil. So let's see if we have some lower quality sunflower. We do. I don't know, that needs to go in there. Excellent. And we'll do something like that. Wrong meds. Okay. There's our flea repellent meds. And we will, I guess, go inside to give this to our guanaco? No. I suppose I am looking for a bright white llama in the bright white snow. But I'm pretty sure I'm not that blind. Those are the other 2 guanaco. Okay, that was not just there. I'm pretty sure that was not just there. Or I'm losing my mind. I guess that's an option as well. However, what we're going to do next is we're going to give a quick run through of what we've managed to accomplish. What our house looks like, what our farm looks like, what our quests look like, and so on. And I do have a bottle of milk in here. So I'd say let's take a look first. We took a look at the animals a little bit, but let's take a look here at our house. We have upgraded this, but only once. And we got an obsidian knife. And I think one other thing in here that I'm not quite sure I remember what it is. But we do have 2 cooking implements in there. Our cheese rack. This here wolf statue was actually a gift from Croc. And this owl statue that we purchased, as well as some cute little rugs and things. Looking from here, if we take a look around our town, we can see that we've also kind of expanded our farmland quite a bit. So we have 3 full mid-sized barns, not full-size barns, and a breeding pen, fenced in with that nice yard you guys were checking out before. This is our hay storage. And our processing center. We also have this rather elaborate irrigated farmland, and then some dead crops from last season over here that we're no longer working with, but the irrigated farmland is here, and we're extending that up as we go. We have made quite a few friends and developed quite a few ideas. We're currently working on an idea for Ron, for which we're going to need some wine, which we simply do not have at the moment, to make a cask. But we have completed a number of different quests and expansions throughout our playthrough here. We've gotten pretty far in the main story quest. And just to give you all a quick scroll down, we'll just scroll it all the way through to the very beginning. We've completed all but 4 of the primary prophecies, developed a calendar system, and made pretty good friends with most people. But more poignantly, we are best friends with Garrick. We're almost best friends with Aloe. We're not quite there yet. Of the Yakuans, we are best friends with Enza, and we're getting there with Croc. And with the Magrani, we're not quite there, but we're almost best friends with Took as well. We have befriended and bred a number of livestock animals. And we have, so far, only adopted Shadow. But that's only because that first wolf we found, Lil, is not available yet. As you can see, we've done a number of different ideas with the town. We've cooked every dish we can thus far without buying more cooking implements. We've discovered a number of fruit trees, a whole bunch of animals, though nothing of the rare or legendary type yet. And we haven't really done a whole ton of fishing. We've discovered most gatherable items, though not all, but most. And we've made multiple, as I said, animal friends along the way as well. However, we have not adopted any horses yet. We do need to cook those as well as weave that. We've upped our accessory game quite a bit, including actually upgrading our gazelle anklet so that it is even more powerful than when we first obtained it. And we've discovered most, but not all, of the crop seeds. We've upgraded most of our tools. We have yet to finish upgrading our hoe. And I believe that's it for tools. we can go ahead and take a walk through our field. And today I think I'll keep you guys along with me while we harvest all of our crops. Like, actually, these are going to be our first lettuces. So that's rather exciting. And normally I don't do this, but I'm doing it with you guys today. Normally I would just go ahead and do it all by myself. But since it's a world tour kind of a day, we can go ahead and do it together. And yes, don't worry, we are going to start up the sprinkler system when we're done harvesting as well. Now at the moment, actually I do have a couple of seeds. I have a couple more cabbages, or lettuces. Sorry, lettuces. Couple of broccoli. Couple of kohlrabi. And that's going to be it for the moment. And we got a nice harvest on the pea plants, apparently. Those are rather obnoxious crops. And we'll get this all taken care of pretty quick. Honestly, it won't take us very long at all. Which is the nice part. The other nice part about us not having to do the watering is not only can we grow ridiculous amounts of crops, but we can also harvest ridiculous amounts of crops and still have a good portion of our day all taken care of. We will have to come back and get those kohlrabi, most definitely. We're just not there quite yet. And we'll grab knot sage, and then we'll take another better look around town when we're done with that as well. But we'll get the pump started. This is actually how our field waters, all on its own. We're just gonna dump some stuff in the house for today. And not worry about it too much. Because this is a really calm, relaxing kind of day. I don't intend to do many of these. Because it's not typically how I play the game. But for today, we're gonna go ahead and get it taken care of this way. And this garden is actually one we put down ourselves, which is kind of cool. So as we take a better look through, we'll be able to see our fantastic watering system functioning at just as it should. And it is one pump that runs this whole thing. We also have some bees. They do appear to be functioning, but not really producing anything. They've been empty for 16 whole days. And of course, we did unlock the jungle as well. The only thing I do intend to do today, period, is we're going to go and look for an alternate color ibex, because we are looking for the rares of those. But I think we need to discover everything first. So we've unlocked quite a bit of the jungle. Originally, the only portion that was here was just kind of up to the altar. There wasn't anything else here. But we actually unlocked plants in here, and we unlocked animals in here. This is where the chickens came from, or sorry, the peafowl came from. So they're not really supposed to be chickens. Or no, they did say jungle fowl, not peafowl. So they are more or less chickens rather than peacocks. They're some kind of bird out of the jungle. Now, it did look like these... Oh no, they are worth 118 each. That's actually pretty great. Okay. So we do have some stuff we can contribute. We are almost far enough along to be able to contribute. Let's harvest again. That's not terrible, but it's not what we want. Almost able to contribute enough to get a better barn again, which will be great. But we're not quite there yet. And we'll run out to the jungle. We also upgraded a large portion of the village as well. So the villagers came up with a whole bunch of upgrades. And we won't be out here for very long. Yeah, there's nothing new. Okay. So back to what we were doing with exploring the whole town. Here are our Mograni friends, or at least 2 of the 3. I admire keepers. They have to learn so much. We don't have our cheese for him. That's okay. I don't expect others to be like me. I only expect them to not be cruel. Yeah, not really a whole lot for us to buy here. That's okay. I mean, we could buy honey and try to make mead and make pickles out of mead. We're not going to do that. That's just ridiculous. Oh, and there's the last of the Mograni. Oh, we'll say Aravala. Zeta says I'm stubborn, but that's like a mammoth calling a rhino big. That's fair. So, in the many upgrades, we do have kind of this art crafting area run by Reese. We have, up over by the fire, we have a little storage zone, which is cool. We have a pond for the animals that we actually worked on building. This is kind of our little observation deck. A beautiful mural painted by the town. We do have a whole smithy up over here. We've of course unlocked all of the bridges. We have a teleport stone here and a secondary contribution bin. Bear with me, I'll pull the torch out so we can explore together. We also came across this way. Our grandfather has a little seedling shop, which is great. We have these awesome hammocks where we can recover our stamina. And up around our farm, we have this fishing area for safe fishing. You'll notice all of the entryways and exits have rocks lining the shore so that they're safe to travel. We have our target practice zone. And as we come all the way across, we also have our sundial and calendar here, which is really cool. And we have our laundry area as well. I believe that's it for ways in which we upgraded the town. Now, what is this, though? Oh, that's watercress. Okay. We've had watercress before. That's fine. It just grows in a different spot in winter. But yeah, we've done a lot around this town. Oh yeah, the garden beds. We didn't start out with those either. Or Zelk's tent. When he moved in, we got those. But this has been a wonderful adventure thus far. And I honestly cannot wait to continue alongside you guys. Adventuring, discovering, befriending, and hopefully making Pacha proud. This has been so amazing to share. And I really appreciate you guys for being here to share it with me. With that, we might as well go ahead and see if we can't cook something here. We could try to cook a mixed salad. Actually, we'll make a vegetable stew. That's what we'll do. Celebrate the occasion. Let's go ahead and cook a vegetable stew. One of the first bulk food items we crafted, and kind of where it all started. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to call it a night. Bringing us up to 238 clan prosperity, to which we contributed 410 today. We'll give her a save. And that brings us to day 101, as well as to the end of the episode. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like what you see, please feel free to hit that thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more, consider subscribing. But until next time, may the wind bring you on another journey. And have a good night.